Why first, I asked, what do you understand about God and why do you approve of that understanding? That He exists, that He is perfect, that He created us in His image to have a relationship with Him, that He forgives sin, that He judges righteously, that He does not make mistakes. Okay. Yeah, what do I want to do here? Fuck it, I'll just go through it quick and then backtrack to my other one, because you didn't answer all my questions, which I didn't expect, which is common. But we have to get to that. We have to deal with that shit. That's a problem. You don't answer my questions, this can't go anywhere. Okay, so you throw another book at me. Okay, this is not about further insights, so I'm going to ignore that. This is about me questioning you. You're the one that insists that Christianity is objectively the truth, and, we're looking into that. And so far, we haven't even gotten past your first item that you've listed in that bullshit. Why do you enable a God who does what He wants with His life creation? How can I enable a God who is sovereign over His creation? No, you're questioning me over questioning my questions. That's not how this fucking works, pal. Okay, why do you enable a God who does what He wants with His life creation? How you are enabling God by worshiping Him, by having faith in this religion. That's how you're enabling this God. Now answer my questions. Why do you enable this motherfucker? You're the one who says He can do what He wants with His life creation. You say everything is loaded. No, it's not a load. How is it a loaded question? It seems loaded. It doesn't mean it is. You're just unable to answer the fucking question because you're an asshole. You're deluded and you're disingenuous. You're also very stubborn, arrogant, and dishonest. How can I enable a God who is sovereign over His creation? That doesn't even make any sense. Like I say, you are enabling Him by worshiping Him. You obviously do. You love God. You have faith in Him. You want Him to exist. You approve of Him. And, no. Answer my fucking question, you dipshit. And how is doing what one wants a form of morality? No, it's not a loaded question. You just said He does what He wants with His creation. So how is that a form of morality? How is it moral? Where does morality fit into doing what you want with whatever? Christians still say to this day that we atheists just want to sin, meaning we just want to do whatever we want, implying or tricking us into saying that we want to do bad, which would be immoral, and you're trying to apply the same shit to this God. In this case, us. We're living beings. We are alive. We are a form of life that can be hurt, that can experience pain. Do you like pain? Probably not, right? And even if you do, not everyone does. Most people don't. And if they do, that still doesn't make it moral. Unless, I don't know, I'm not going to get into that. That's just stupid. No, it's not a loaded question. You're just afraid to answer it. He is the standard for morality, being perfectly good. No, you're not. You didn't answer my fucking question. This is nothing. Nonsense. How am I denying this truth when you haven't proven it to be? How does that answer that question? You haven't proven it to be true. That's what we're going through right now. So far, we haven't even gotten by the first point you listed. What does that say about your truth? And all this is nothing but garbage. Now, going back to my reply to you, consisting of my questions which you refuse to answer because you're a fucking asshole. Yeah, okay, Christianity isn't about choosing God along with... Okay, so you said correct. You did answer that, but you didn't. If you cared to understand more about the thing you criticized and you realize that you didn't choose, That has nothing to do with, okay. If you care to understand, understanding has nothing to do with it. You said correct. This is correct. So, what did I say before? Oh yeah, that's, you said it's not a matter of you wanting this God to be real and Christianity to be true. And that's false, because Christianity is about loving and worshiping this God. It's about wanting this God to exist. And you're going on about understanding more about this thing I criticize. It's a straw man. You're not answering the question. You would realize that we don't choose. I never said that. Okay, now, going over my questions which you didn't answer because you're an arrogant little cocksucker. When did I say choosing whether God exists? What do you understand? Okay, you answered that question. Based on what you said, okay, you said, I'll get to that in a minute. Why do you enable a God who does what he wants? Yeah, you didn't answer that question. Does money expect worship or burn in hell forever? Did money create the universe? You avoided that question like it's the fucking plague. Denialism avoids truth. How am I denying this truth when you haven't proven it to be? You didn't answer this in its context, which I have applied to it. Why do you accept this truth, as you call it? Start answering these fucking questions, you dipshit. Okay, now going back to your reply to me, because I have some shit to tear. I have some shit about this to tear apart. Okay, he is perfect. Okay, how is God perfect? What makes God perfect? He created us in his image. Never mind that. That he forgives sin. Okay, this is another thing I have a really big problem with. How can sin exist if God created Adam and Eve, who is according to this religion, responsible for bringing sin into this world? Adam and Eve were both direct creations of God, were they not? Which would make them even more, I guess, perfect than Jesus Christ, because he was born of a mortal human, not through sex, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, that puts Adam and Eve above Jesus Christ, because they were direct creations of God, which also means that they cannot do anything wrong. Right? So how can sin exist? And you could say, well, Adam and Eve brought sin into the world. Well, okay. Going by the idea that, this Christian idea that they disobeyed God, did Adam and Eve decide upon themselves, oh, okay, oh, yeah, sorry, God, sorry we disobeyed you. Okay, we're going to leave the Garden of Eden, we're going to infect every man to live in this world with sin? Is that what happened? No? Well, then obviously God caused us to have sin, didn't he? Of course, you deny that because you're a fucking dickhead. So, yeah. Sin couldn't happen if Adam and Eve were creations of God. As for God judging people, why does a perfect being need to be judged, and why do you approve of judgment? Why do you want to be judged, and why do you want everybody else to also be judged? Not only that, but living in God's holy land, the Garden of Eden. That he does not make mistakes. God is a mistake if he does exist. What are you talking about? So God isn't perfect. No. Or either that, define perfect. Okay, why do you enable God? Yeah, I think I went over all this. Yeah, so you fucked up real bad this time, and I'm not going to let you get away with it.